Now, where are you from?
Actually, I'm from Bayou Goula, Louisiana.
Still living there?
Nah, I'm living in Baton Rouge now.
Oh, okay. And how old were you when you moved from that city to Baton Rouge?
Oh, actually, I was 18, graduated from school.
And what was the reason for that move?
Oh, actually, I wanted to see a different environment, different people, different settings, you know what I'm saying, and try to get to different people and move to different areas, you know.
Why Baton Rouge, out of all places? Why not New Orleans? Why not Texas? Why not, you know, a neighboring state, Mississippi, stuff like that? Why?
Oh, well, actually, I wanted to move to Baton Rouge, you know, to get to independent artists, because most guys in the business right now, they can't take an artist and do what I could do, and I could mold the artist and take them to the next level, you know.
I see. Now, how far is Baton Rouge from? I can't even pronounce that city. What do you say?
It's Bayou Goula.
Bayou Goula.
Yes, sir.
How far is Baton Rouge from that?
Oh, it's about a 20 to 30-minute drive.
Oh, very short. You still have family in that area?
Yeah.
How often do you go back and forth?
Actually, I go like every two days a week. You know, I go down there and check them out, see what's happening with them.
I see. Now, growing up in that town, what was it like for you? Paint the picture for us.
Oh, we're growing in that town. It was actually, you know, just it's kind of was family, you know. Just I was more closer to my family, and we just taking music and taking it to another demeanor. You know what I'm saying? Being the entrepreneur that I am, to excel to the next level. When my parents starting a record label, you know, they you know, we had a 2-story home, you know, built a studio, and you know, we took it from there, and that's how the brand started.
So it's a family business.
Actually, it's a family business.
Now, what do they do? They're just record label owners, or?
Yeah, actually, my mom and dad, they started the company. You know, we started the company with over $2 million, just a budget. My dad just put the budget into us. You know, we had that sack, and we ran with it. You know, and we took I took it from there. Once I took it from there, I was able to, you know, create another arena of a platform that I had. I'm set over like 1 billion people on my platform right now. They could check out my you know, go DJ Loc D Spotify. I'm over at least about 20 to 30 hits right now on that.
I see. Now, was it rough for you growing up?
Nah, it wasn't rich. I always was rich.
Sounds like it. $2 million into a record label, that's a lot of money.
That was nothing. I mean, actually, we had guys that were scam artists, you know, from certain areas. They would take your money. My dad had gave a guy out of Lafayette called DJ Chill. He gave him $1,000, man. That shit was so funny, man. He took the $1,000, said that he was gonna go to a DJ, and my dad said, well, look, go down there and check that market out to see if he really playing the record. Man, now I went and got me a drink. I got me another drink, and so I walked to the DJ booth, and Dobie D said he never received no funds. You know, I think that's really scam artists, and I don't really deal with those guys in the business no more. And I hate to really put guys' name out there like that, but it has to stop. You know what I'm saying? But really, I ain't really tripping. Really and truly, we had a budget we was gonna put out at that time in that area. You know, over $360,000 we was gonna put in those guys' hands just to flood that area out. But we seen how scam artists they was pushing guys. So I tell any guys that's in that area, don't believe in what you hear.
Now, growing up rich, were you spoiled?
I wouldn't really say I was humble. I actually was very, very humble, and that took me to flying out to different places, because actually, me and my brother, we used to go out to different places. Actually, we never did have meetings with some guys, and we drove down to New York. That's what actually my first time was going to New York. We drove down there. It was like almost 24 hours, and we didn't have a meeting with nobody, and we were just that humble, because we know we had money, you know. So we was gonna tell the label, you know, we had money to pay our way to the label. So it didn't matter about the money.
Are you bougie?
Nah. Not at all.
Now, okay, what was it like for you growing up in school as a student? What type of student were you in school?
Actually, my grades were pretty good. My grades was good. I was like a 2.8 student, but actually, you know, the teacher used to wonder, you know, because I used to pull in the driveway with a Jaguar in the parking lot, and she was like, "Wow, this guy can't be really passing his grades like that, because man, he in and out of here. You know, it's something up with that."
Ever pay kids to do your homework?
Actually, yeah, I used to do that all the time. I used to do that all the time. They actually didn't know the sack was gonna be there, so they did it. So they'll do it before I even ask them, and they know their money would be right there for them, you know.
Did you go to a private school or something like that, or?
I started off a private. And my grandmother say, hey, you know, send them boys to the public school, you know, and I ended up graduating from Terra High School anyway.
And that's a public school? Or private?
Yes, that's a public school.
Okay, public school. How was your experience with both? Do you wish you would have just stayed private the whole time? Do you wish you would have just been public the whole time? Looking back, how do you look at your experience, private versus public?
I'm glad I moved to public, because I was able to adapt between the struggle, you know, and I was able to see the struggle, and I was able to go and take that to the next level, to be able to excel, to see both sides of struggling and being rich at the same time.
Now, you graduated high school?
Yeah, in '98.
And tried college?
Yeah, actually I did 3 years of college.
Why not 4? Why not finish it?
Actually,
so close.
I got into some legal problems at that school. You know, actually, man, I was like, we was pulling all kind of whips and Benz and Jags and Hummers, stretch Hummers, and man, it was crazy, you know. And actually, we was pushing the album at that time, Josephine Johnny, and they was like, man, ain't no way in the world these guys passing, you know, to be able to do that and do studies. It didn't match up.
So you dropped out?
Basically.
What did your parents think of that decision?
They weren't happy with it.
And when you were going to college, what were you majoring in?
Physical education.
Now, what school did you go to?
Southern University.
Does that school equal to its reputation?
Yeah.
Like, is it worth it?
Nah, if I had to go to school again, I think I would go to a bigger college. I think Xavier or one of those colleges.
Why?
Because I think it's the academic is very highly over there, and basically I wouldn't be around people that I really know. I'd be around strangers, you know, so I know I can get my work done.
Looking back, hindsight 2020, do you wish you would have gotten a college degree and finished the college experience, or was that the right decision?
I believe it was the right decision, because God placed everybody where He wanted them to have them, you know.
Do you wish maybe you didn't even do college, like just went straight to the music instead of doing the college thing, or was that?
Nah. I wish I did what I think I did the right thing by going to college, because you could learn different wording, you know, in the business, you know.
Now, what do you say to somebody that has a passion for music, and they are in high school, about to finish high school, and they got to choose the next step in their life, right? And let's say they, well, actually, let me rephrase this question, okay? Because you did the college thing. Okay, so somebody watching this, they're about to get out of high school, okay? And there's different options. Some people say you need college. Some people say you don't need college. Some people say a trade school. Some people go to college, drop out like you did, or drop out like Bill Gates or Kanye West did, and they become successful anyways without college, right?
Right.
And then other people, they go to college, get a degree, but don't end up doing what they got their degree in. They choose a different path or a different career choice in their life. What do you say to somebody getting out of high school, thinking about the next step in their life? What do you tell that person?
I would tell them to keep pushing, and praying to God that God would open the doors for them to excel, to take it to the next level. And one thing about it, what they don't have to do, listen to your friends. Don't ever listen to the enemy, because the enemy, they're gonna tell you you can't do it. It don't sound right. You just keep pushing, and I will never stay locally. Always move further outside your range.
Okay. Now, I was going to ask you the next question, which I was going to ask you previously, was somebody with a passion for music. Let's say they're about to get out of high school and they got to think about the next step in their life. Do you tell somebody with a passion for music to go right into the music business, music industry, and take on that passion after high school? Or do you tell that person continue their education and do music at the same time? What do you say?
Do your education and the music at the same time.
Why?
Because you need to know the business. I think that you ought to go to school to be a business management, because if you jumping into that business, you need to know something about that business. You know, you need to know how you get your royalties, your BMIs. A lot of those kids don't really know that. That's what I'm doing now. I'm teaching the game now, you know, because I did we push over 80,000 records in the business, you know, and to do that, you got to be able to know the business.
Now, how did you learn it?
By getting fucked over.
Trial and error?
Yeah.
I see. Now, my next question to you is, okay, after you drop out of college, do you go right into the music right away, or are you doing other things and then you go into music and take it seriously?
Nah, get your job. Get your job, save your money.
But I'm saying, this is not advice. I'm saying, what did you personally do? Did you take a break and do other things before you took the music seriously after you dropped out of college? Or
now,
did you go right into it?
Actually, what I did, I worked jobs. You know, I worked at the plant. Whatever it took to get that sack up there, you know, because like I say, one thing I tell people, don't worry about they looking at you working and all that stuff there. I tell them, you know, have your faith, God. And the Bible says, walk by faith, not by sight, let God lead you. And I believe that that's the truth. But so what they're gonna have to do is to stack your money and see the right people, you know. Come and see you. You know, you DJ Smallz, you do this business. You selling over a million platform on your set, you know. Come and see you, you know. That's the right people to see Greg Street, you know, Lester Pace. These are the big time people, you know, get your record rotated in the right place and the right time, you know.
Now, what jobs did you have growing up?
I worked at Wal-Mart. I worked at the Polo store, Ralph Lauren's. Man, I don't get tired. I work so many places till I could just be naming back to back. And then don't forget that I'm rich, because if you keep spending money, you're not gonna be rich.
But did you even have to get these jobs being rich, or did your parents push you to get a job anyways, or did you push yourself to get a job?
Actually, I pushed myself.
So you didn't need these jobs?
Nah, not really.
Now, why so many jobs?
Because I always wanted to keep money. I always wanted to keep money, and I wanted to keep more and more money. If I had $1 million, I wanted $2 million, you know.
Were these jobs tough?
Well, I tried to pick them out that it wouldn't be too tough, you know. I tried to get easy job where I wouldn't, you know, be moving around too much, but I just wanted something that could pay, you know, at least $10 an hour, you know.
Any crazy stories dealing with any of these jobs? Anything out of the norm?
Not really.
Quit these jobs? Got fired from these jobs? What happened?
A lot of time I got fired because I was a boss, you know. You know, you can't tell a boss nothing, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm used to making double figures, you know what I'm saying? So you're not gonna just tell me anything. I'm used to being the boss.
Both parents still in your life?
Yes, sir.
Together?
Together, right.
You don't see that a lot.
No, you don't.
A lot of rappers I do interviews with come from broken homes, single parent homes, or maybe they don't even have either parent in their life. It might be like a grandmother taking care of them.
Right.
What do you think your parents' secret is on staying together? It's kind of like the last of the last. It's kind of like the last of the generation where you see this type of stuff happening.
Well, I think that, you know, it's been a long run, you know, through a situation of of them working together and putting their heads together by being able to excel in education. Because like I say, my mom, she went to Southern University also, and my dad went to Southern University also. So they had some type of connection. They had a connection that wasn't going to unfold, you know.
In regards to your parents, I mean, you make it sound like you had it easy, but in regards to your parents, what's the worst thing you put them through?
Fucking with the wrong people. Fucking with the wrong people, having the enemy in my car, you know, having the enemy telling me the wrong situation, be here, and I'll get arrested, they'll go home. So, and I know the difference between that now, because the enemy cannot come in, just like I was telling you earlier, how this dude fucked over me from Lafayette, you know, scam artists. I never deal with I call them guys that crackheads. They're desperate for a crack pipe, you know.
What about as far as siblings? Are you the only child?
Nah, I have 2 other brothers.
Are you the oldest, middle, youngest?
The youngest.
Now, anybody else rap inside your family or just yourself?
Nah, I have another brother. He rapped. Also, he's a producer, Jamie J.D. Dennis. He's a very fine producer. One time they had him ranking with Manny Fresh. He was one of the ringers, man. Matter of fact, if you go look up the record, Come Fuck With Me, man, that record is a big record. And like I say, I wish I'd have brought it down here for you to hear.
Have you guys collabed?
Yeah, all the time. We all the time collab and do something.
Now, what does your family think about your rap career?
Well, actually, they lost over $500,000 on a guy that was from New Orleans. A deal came, Sony Records came down, and also we had Cock Records came down. Also wanted to do a distribution deal, and also had their bag up front for us to sign a contract to get that money right then. But the contract had ran out, and we had to do a restructuring contract with the artist. And actually, for your question that you just asked, actually they didn't want to touch it. They have rent houses and other things that's going on. I'm just basically taking over the company and running the brand, and I believe that the brand gonna be pushed, you know, because right now I'm sitting on over damn near over 1 billion people just on my platform itself, and then on the platform that I'm setting, you know, with you right now, that gonna make it even better.
Were your parents supportive of you in your music career?
Yeah.
Right away, or did they have to warm up to it?
Well, they had to warm up to see that we was that juice, that we had that juice. They had to warm up to it. Matter of fact, I didn't tell you, my auntie had to have a club, and we used to practice performing before we did concert. A lot of time, you know, I would tell all guys, you know, rehearse with yourself. You know, once you get on stage, you're in position where you can be able to do what you got to do. You know.
Have they seen you perform?
All the time. They matter of fact, they used to go to all our shows.
What's their reaction been to your performance?
Oh, they think we the best.
We talked about a variety of subjects in regards to your upbringing, but overall speaking, what's your message to the youth? What would you tell them today?
My message to the youth is to stay away from scam artists and also pray, because I think prayers are powerful, because I wouldn't be here today if it wouldn't be for prayers. Prayers are very powerful, and I tell all the youth, you know, stay away from the enemy, you know, just stay from violence and stay free. If you're trying to push this industry game, the industry game is open right now. It's a platform of just streaming music right now. Right now you don't really need. Back then we had tapes. We were telling tapes and cassettes back then. You know, that was a big thing for us for selling records. But now it's more easy with the internet right now. You know.